Good afternoon. How are we? The teams are just coming out of the tunnel. As ever, because of YouTube's lag, I'll be about 20 seconds, perhaps about 20 seconds behind you. So if you can, if you're watching on an app or whatever that allows you to pause, then I'd recommend you do that so that you're in sync. But I'll have the clock going along at the top, so you'll know where I'm up to and what's going on. And do me a favor, get in your first goal scorers and your score predictions so that we can review them as we go along. If you can put them in the same tweet, same message in the chat. If you're on YouTube or X, you can do this. If you can get them in the same chat, little message, do that. If not, just do them anyway. It's fine. Just bear with me for a second, everybody. My phone's going off, ringing off the hook. Right. So let's have a look. Let's go with Jude today. Score predictions and first goal scorers. Get them in. Let's go. Let's go. Good lad. That's what we want. Zach, nice to see. I will come through the chat in a minute. In fact, I'll do that just as I know there's a few people here. Ruby Slippers is here, although she's saying let's go Democratic Republic of Congo. So you're banned. Esteban does the same. You're also banned. Liz is here. Liz, that reminds me, need to... I need to do it on here, I think. How do I... Add as moderator. There we go. I need to make Liz a moderator. Cool. That reminded me. Good job. Zach is here. Esteban is here. Ruby's even predicting a 2-1 win. I mean, come on. Come on. Now, what's going on here? Not predicting Democratic Republic of Congo to win. Hey? The DRC are about to do their national anthem. So, yes. Don't forget, quick reminder, we will be podcasting live tomorrow with Dell. That's at 6:30, I think it is. And then with Richie on Friday at 8 o'clock. That's become a big podcast now, obviously, with Mullin going, Parky's 5th anniversary, Tom O'Connor going. So that's going to be a long, and all the transfer stuff that's going on. So that'll be a long one. I think that could be 90 minutes plus on Friday night. So if you mark your calendars, that would be great. Where is this? Is it in Atlanta? Is that what they said? Atlanta, yeah. Oh, that's an interesting one, Liz. Yeah, the Azteca will be a big game. It's always tough playing at altitude, but England will. Well, let's see how they play in this game. That'll tell us a lot more. Yeah, what you're looking for as a team goes through the rounds, you're looking for a couple of things. Obviously, you want them to win. That's pretty obvious. But you're looking for them to look better as a team as they go along, right? So if we take France, for example, they look like they're really starting to gel, aren't they? They're starting to come to life, and they're starting to fire. So right now, you would say they look the favourites, wouldn't you? So what we're going to see today, we've had two stodgy performances from England. One good half against Croatia. So now, like, can England put together another 45 to 60 minutes of good football and threat and fluidity? Um, even if they go behind and they have to overcome some adversity, what are the signs telling us? And then we'll learn, won't we? And to be fair to Thomas Tuchel, it's really difficult. He's been in the job about 15 months or something, so it's really it's really hard. But let's see. That's what you're looking for. You grow into a tournament. Look at Holland. Look at the Netherlands. Yeah, they blitzed. Who did they blitz? I can't remember who they blitzed in the opening game. In their opening game, and all of a sudden people were going, "Oh, look, they could potentially win the World Cup." They're not even in it now. And on the streams, I was saying, let's see. They normally self implode somehow, and something normally happens. Yeah. So playing Mexico will be an unbelievable occasion. But let's see what the signs are in this game first, because I'm really looking forward to seeing a better England side. Now they've been together a good time on this camp, and let's see whether they're up to scratch or not. In terms of the starting lineup, I like the balance better up front with Rashford starting over Anthony Gordon. I think Anthony Gordon is so overhyped, it's unreal. He's so overrated. Jed Spence will be better at right back. He is a better right back than he is left back. Obviously, he's right footed. So that's what, we know a couple of these players from the Congo, for instance. So we know Masuaku, who played at Palace, I think it was. Axel Twinzabi was at Man United. Aaron Wan-Bissaka was at United, then West Ham, and I can't even remember where he is now. Johan Wisser is at Newcastle. So there's quite a lot of players in here that we kind of know with Premier League experience. But let's see what this England side can do, because you've got the box crashing ability of Nico O'Reilly arriving late, inverted in midfield. You've got Jed Spence running down the outside of Madueke. You've got Bellingham's free roaming. You've got Rashford's sort of pace and inversion as he cuts inside. Kane will be constantly dropping deep to make space. Rice can gallop on and score, and his set pieces are good. It's that defense that worries me for England. It's not what you would hope. So yeah, let's see. Let's just hope we have a good game, some goals. Oh, on countdown, right? Let me get me match time ready so that we're on. So I can give you guys an idea of where we are. 2, 1. There we go. I think we're about right. Give or take a second. We are underway. England kicking from right to left on my feed. So I'm fascinated to see a couple of things. How do England attack Congo? Are they direct? Are they trying to be cute around the box? What are they trying to do? Because I think the Congo will largely sit deep. Oh, here's Declan Rice. That's what we need, is Declan Rice making late runs. Do England press high, or do they in this game perhaps do they let Congo come out and then engage them perhaps somewhere in midfield or in their own half, and then counter on the space that gets left when they allow them to come out? It'd be fascinating to see how this game plays out. Really, just having a look now. So the England look like they're pressing them high in that first example. So let us see. A lot of England fans there today looking at the flags. Looking for the patterns. He's offside there. I think. He's not giving it. Oh, now he has. Thought he was. Visser was offside. If England get an early a goal in this game, that would make things very difficult for Congo. If their plan was to sit deeper. Now they're starting in a 4-3-3 from what I can see. So that doesn't imply that they're going to sit in a deep block too much. I'm just looking at them out of possession now. In possession, they look in a 4-3-3. So I don't think they've come to sit too deep too early on anyway. Let's go. Good. It's always handy when you've got the facility to sink your stream. Ooh, goalkeeper gets lucky there. Oh, blimey. Well, that was soft. Look at that goalkeeper. Just, oh my goodness. Fractions from getting caught out there with a good press. Wow. I'm just trying to see what's going on from a perspective of what are England doing. Thomas Tuchel is a very modern manager, so you would expect a 4-3-3 or a 4-2-3-1 and a desire to press and win the ball back as quickly as possible. It's kind of the modus operandi of modern managers. They want to win the ball high up the pitch so that they're closer to your goal. Here's a chance for Madueke to get in, and he is. Oh, he's so inconsistent with them feet. Watch O'Reilly. Watch O'Reilly. He's so dangerous. Oh, that's a poor ball. Was that Rashford? Yeah, that was a really poor ball. Hey, Nick. The BBC commentators are talking about how it looks, what they described as brighter so far this game, i.e., a bit more attacking and a bit more front-footedness. But that's because the Congo are set up to be equally as attacking. So that obviously just changes the complexity of the game compared to for the sort of, if you think about like the Ghana game where it was a hard watch because Ghana sat in and made it difficult for England. Like that from the ref, just letting a little nudge in the back. Just play on, get on with it. Nothing too bad. Get on with it. It doesn't have me nervous, John. I'll be delighted if they keep playing out from the back and England can win that ball. They're committed a lot of players forward, the DR Congo. They are knocking this ball around lovely. England are having to work hard here off the ball. Congo look very comfortable popping the ball around. The danger is at the back for England is Nico O'Reilly. They're going to have a chance here. And there's a goal for Congo. Oh, my goodness. It actually came on the other side. The Declan Rice is... I don't know what Declan Rice is waving his arms about there for. I'm not sure why. Whether he thinks there's a push or something. I think actually Jed Spence misreads it, does he? Let's have a look. I haven't seen a replay yet. So definitely none of us have won the first goal scorer. Nobody's got that. Let's have a look. Yeah, Jed Spence does really poor, but how have they got a man over the back? Oh, Madueke's fast asleep. Watch the replay back. Look at Madueke. He's 10 yards up the pitch. He's fast asleep. It's a decent hit. It's difficult for Pickford to get. He does get something on it. I don't like to say it, but I think Jordan Pickford should potentially be better there. So that won't change the plan for England. It changes the dynamic for us as fans. But I suspect England will know they probably had to, we're likely to have to score multiple goals to win the game. Goalkeeper time wasting. So we're going to learn a little bit. We're going to learn about this this England team now. Let's have a look. Claims it easy. Yeah, that doesn't. I hate to break it to you, but that doesn't hurt very much when you do that. By the way, now and again you'll fall and pop something out, but I'm just looking at. He rides that player mostly. Why is the Congo player holding his arm? Get up, get on with it. We're not far enough in to have a break. Oh, they were just showing an offside there. Oh, Madueke needs to be working there. Sorry, that's really poor. Spence gets dragged inside. But where's the help? Where's the help from the wide man? Just lazy, sloppy, that is, from England. Really sloppy. Alan Shearer on the BBC is really going after Jordan Pickford for not doing better there. I do tend to agree. I'm not particularly a fan of Jordan Pickford. We just haven't got anybody else at the moment that's got the experience, etc., that he has. Good start, this from the Congo. Say they look very confident the way they're. Oh, I've cursed them there. They've just kicked the ball out for a throw in. That's another foul throw, by the way, which we've seen multiple of in the World Cup. Arsene Wenger, Infantino. Boo! Infantino, another Another corrupt one. Jude's quite deep there now. You look, Bellingham is now impatient, so he's dropping deep to come and take the ball off the back four. Or at that occasion, he just gives it back and runs off. That's just a bit of frustration, that is, from Jude. He wants to get on the ball, get some touches. Let O'Reilly have the ball, number 3 for England. Largely, most of his career, he's been a midfielder, but a bit like Miles Lewis-Skelly from Arsenal, he's ended up finding a place, being able to get into a side at left back. But his midfield tendencies to get into the box and score goals have been really useful for Man City. Which one, Esteban? Infantino, I think. Do you mean? I saw. I mean, he'll have a private jet, won't he? But I'm starting to wonder whether they're taking him in bloody military and air force. Some of the games he's getting to, it feels like it'd be very difficult in a normal plane. Rashford. He needs better quality when he's on the ball now. Rashford. Congo are very compact. Lots of bodies. What have they got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So all 10 bodies in a very tight area. So they're defending in a real tight block when they are under the pressure. And this is going to be really important for England, these set pieces. Need to be a bit clever here, and they need to be quality delivery. But England need to be really, really clever with some of this. Can't just match up. I don't know whether that corner was by design, the way it got through to the back post there to Bellingham. Good afternoon, Welsh Techie. How are you? Just watching Tuchel now. He's on screen. Pensive is how I would describe him. Right. So there was a little example of why England should benefit from having an Spence overlapping Madueke. Don't like that ball from Bellingham. That Travella. I think I would penny for the thoughts of the pre-match thoughts. There was lots of players sort of gesticulating and stuff after the goal. I just wonder whether Congo have done something very different to what England thought they were going to do. And that's why, at the moment, England are just what you have to do as a football team. You have to work it out. You have to figure out what's going on here, and figure out solutions. And England haven't done that yet. And then Congo have obviously hit them on the break. This better from Spence. Ball was poor though. Had one good season at Forest a while ago, which got him back on the scene. Jed Spence. He's never really done it since. Yeah, now we're seeing that very deep condensed block, not like a 5 at the back. This is where England needs to be good. You need to be cute and clever and quick. Better. Keeper did well. Stop Bellingham. It was a decent ball from Rashford. It was right on Bellingham, but keeper does well. Good afternoon, Russell. How are you? I mean, the noises were that we weren't they, Russell? But like a deal at 5 million, you would think Wrexham would be comfortable with. I wonder whether they didn't want to spend much more. Hard to know. Hard to know. But like all the noise was that we were in the hunt for him, wasn't it? But I'm not sure when that news broke, Russell, that it was 10 million odd. That was like was it this morning or yesterday that news broke that it was going to be about 10 million. I was quite comfortable with Wrexham not doing that for him. Swansea fans will tell you their best run of form this season was when he was out injured. So I think Wrexham. It feels like Wrexham have just sort of not overspent. Because I think Stoke have stretched themselves there, haven't they? England just look a bit unsettled at the moment. You're just going to have to be really patient. One of the things that's not appreciated in football, you have to be patient. You have to work through things that are not going your way. Football's not linear. It doesn't all go well all the time. So big periods of games where you just have to figure out problems and find solutions. And look at this Congo guy rolling around. That's embarrassing. He only got tackled. Like he's gone down like he's been shot. Look at that. It's like it's a little ankle tap. It's nothing more. Look at the state of that. That's a shambles. Yeah, England have invited some pressure on themselves because at the moment they're just not keeping the ball well enough when they do get it. I'd still rather be at the tournament than not at it, Welsh Techie. What are England doing? Yeah, just put some. Bellingham's lost his head at the moment. Bellingham's lost his head. Pickford's sloppy, giving the ball away sloppily. Bellingham needs to be careful because he does lose his head and get ratty. He's got that Real Madrid and Barcelona arrogance about him, hasn't he? Where they think they're above the law, and obviously they're not. That was unusual for Marcus Rashford to run back that fast. What's he doing? So he does well. He actually wins the ball. That's not a foul on Wan-Bissaka. That's why Wan-Bissaka knows that. That's why he doesn't appeal. I wonder if it's the second phase there of that. Um, it was interesting. The people who were saying it was a done deal and he was going to play right wing back, Russell. That was interesting. I think as for, I wonder if there's no business until Nixon's in. That is possible, but Phil Parkinson always prefers the end of the window, doesn't he? Experience obviously tells him that there is more options at the end than there is at the start. So he likes to hold court until the end of the window. So we just have to live with it, don't we? I mean, if you think about what was the first deal last year? Was that Ryan Hardy? Right, that didn't work out very well, did it? So, Marcus Rashford. Hydration break. Boos ring out. Yeah, that's not a good first quarter of the game from England. And this actually is interesting because this is going to give Thomas Tuchel a chance to settle everybody down. And there's lots of Thomas Tuchel is doing lots of tactical work there, so that's interesting. That to me says that this game hasn't played out how England thought it was going to be. They're obviously much more attacking and more of a threat than England were expecting. Reece James is having to try and calm down Jude Bellingham. How are you not tracking back there, Madueke? And he has the cheek to hold his arms out. This the one thing I'll say, this football. Hey Dan, how are you? This football does come off the boot a fraction quicker than some of the other balls that we use in the game, and that's why you'll see some goalkeepers are getting caught out. It is just exploding off the boot a fraction quicker, which then makes you look silly when you're late to try and get hold of it. So I think Mbappe's mastered it more than anybody. A good shot, a good shot on target, and let it explode off the boot. And I'd love to have had a microphone in the middle of that England huddle to find out what was being said. But I was just watching some of the gesticulating from Thomas Tuchel. It looked very tactical. So but this is this situation where England are in at the moment, where they're unable to get hold of the ball and keep it and control it, is one of the reasons people wanted players like Adam Wharton to come to the World Cup. Yeah, because he can sit. You don't really need that in a game. Some games you don't need Anderson and Rice to be both sitting so deep. You only need one of them, and you would be better to have a Wharton today who can keep the ball and set the play. But for whatever reason, Tuchel chose the squad that he did. That's poor from Madueke. It's never a penalty. It's just really lazy because he knew he'd lost the ball, and so he threw himself to the floor. Madueke is so inconsistent. It's hard to believe that that's a £60 million footballer. You'll have Saka on at half time, and England will be a different side. So if I was Tommy Tuchel now, I would be. I've just watched a replay of this. Yeah, Madueke, never a foul, just the slightest of touch, throws himself to the floor. Just be strong. Just keep the ball, be strong, work a pass or work the shot. That's good from Jed Spence. So, that's a yellow card. Yeah, foul and a yellow card. That's what Jed Spence can do. That's what he gives you in full flow going forward. He's much better going forward than he is defending, as we've seen already. Considering he's got a broken jaw, he's done really. He's done well to make it through some of these games. It's only it's not a bad tackle. It's not even a yellow card back in my day. That's just a free kick and you get on with it. But, modern football, they book them now. It's a poor delivery, really. Oh, wow. I'm not sure whether that's just hit him or what, Konza. That was a poor set piece. It's just hit him. It's just bounced and it's his knee, I think, or his thigh. It's his knee. Wow. England nearly equalise. That's better. Get O'Reilly in the box, though. O'Reilly needs to be in the box. You want that. That's a poor ball. Come on. England need 10 minutes of clean football. So stop making errors. Just put the passing together. Put some moves together that you've probably pre-rehearsed. To start making some attacks, but they need O'Reilly crashing the box. Number 3. You need to be in that box, Nico, because he's a big lad as well. There's a chance, Bellingham. Decent save. It's not a good enough header, really. It's too straight at the goalkeeper. Well, that's better from England. Ooh, Dan. I think we'll do everything we can to keep our to keep all the Congo players on the pitch, because I know exactly what you mean. It is the last thing England want is a red card, and then them just going, right, we better hold on to what we've got. We need England to be able to create space. England gets stuck here. This position where Rashford's out on the touchline, he gets doubled up, and England get stuck at that point. Well, that's good. Although he's made a mess of it. Then it's an easy save. That it's straight at him. Really, it's not difficult. He doesn't start it wide enough. It's a better ball though from Declan Rice. It's good contact, but you can see it's well within his bubble. So it's easy save. Makes it look better than it is. You're not going to get that, Harry. England need to. So England need another 10 or 15 minutes of what we've just had for the last 3 or 4 minutes. Just need to be better with their work. I hope we get another halftime Anthony Barry team talk on Watchalong. Oh, we're on the Beeb. Hopefully we get one because a couple of them have been crackers. Wales Techie's grumpy because he came all the way up to Wrexham the other day to watch Wales, and they got absolutely spanked by Spain's under-19s. England just having to hold on a little bit there. Yeah, that'll do. Pickford out to give him a rollicking. That's something you don't see Arthur Okonkwo do, by the way. There is nothing worse than a bit of poor defending and you turn around and your goalkeeper's running at you to get in your face. Germany tonight as well, isn't it? I think that'll be interesting. We'll find out whether the Germans have got anything coming in the future. Obviously, they're already out of the World Cup, but they have got some talented sort of 20 to 23-year-olds, like some Musiala and Brown. What time is that game, by the way? Oh, soft. Nico O'Reilly there with a foul on the edge of the box. 8 o'clock. Well, Checky, you always look grumpy. Yeah, it is 8 p.m., mate. It is, yeah. There's too many, like Madueke at the moment. There's too many players having a game like Madueke. Promises a lot, delivered very little so far. England have to. This is where you have to suffer. Yeah, you have to. You as a team, you have to suffer. You have to make it through, stay in the game, and get your shit together. Oh, here's Kane. Oh, good defending from Tuanzebe. Madueke, that's better. But then he's too slow. Oh, Rashford cleared off the line. Oh, that's better from England. Okay, so now if it was me, if I'm Thomas Tuchel and I'm not, and there's a reason that I'm not, I want 10 minutes of this now. I want us to try and get that goal back before half time. So let's go again. I want wave after wave of quality attacking. Oh, goalkeeper looked a bit dodgy there. Just play the ball. Madueke's trying to work a shot there. He's trying to shoot through 8 players. Like, what are you doing? Just play the percentages. I see that's sloppy from Spence. Here come another wave from England. They're going down the left side this time. That's nice, but the problem is O'Reilly is isolated. Oh, he needs to. Can't be doing that, Nico. That's a dive. It's a terrible dive by the Congo player. That's great tackle by Tuanzebe. He's done enough there, just showing a replay of that chance. Rashford does enough to get it on target, but it's easy to cover. In fact, the goalkeeper's there as well as Wan-Bissaka, so that's never going to go in. Get up, Madueke. Might have been touched, but it wouldn't have been much. Madueke, jump up, get on with it, play football. England are walking back here. Interesting. Come on, England. It's there's a soft, sloppy offside from Congo. Just need to get our game together. This is better, quicker now. You see, Rashford. It's a modern free kick that foul on Rashford. I mean, I think he kicked the ball almost out of touch, actually, Rashford, but he knew that he was going to get the touch. It's just, look, he grabs his arm and then he throws himself to the ground. That's just a very typical modern foul. Like the Congo are acting like they've never seen that foul given when they've benefited from two of them already. So I'd like to see something better in this situation from England because I don't think set pieces have been particularly great so far in this World Cup. I want to see O'Reilly. I want to see Konza. I want to see Kane. It's a rubbish delivery. There's a handball there, by the way. I don't think they'll get it, but there was a handball there. It's more of an accidental one, so they won't get a penalty for it. But it was, it's one of them that you just on another day, a different ref gives it, doesn't he? But they shouldn't be given, really. But England are slow to defend. Rashford and Madueke have been really slow to defend. This is why. That's why he will. That's why he will prefer Anthony Gordon because he will get back much quicker than Rashford will. Yeah, hits his arm. That's accidental. I'd like to see the one in. Maybe there was one in front of that, but you're not going to get that. Good. That was a good corner from Congo. It's better than anything England have put in, to be honest. Got numbers, England, so they're safe from that perspective. Very slow out. Why don't you go and press that ball? Get out and go and press that ball. I don't think you'll see Noni Madueke in the second half, by the way. I don't think he's going to come out after half time. He's been dreadful. To be fair, I'll balance it out. He's had a few good attacks, but he's so bad going the other way. I'm not sure that England will risk it. No problem, Ruby. I'd have been doing the same because Kat's still at work. Well, she's been working and then she's out. So I would have just been doing the same. So instead, I'd rather be here taking grief off Welsh fans who are not even at the tournament. Oh, England should have had a corner there. Just a bit sloppy. So they're just getting a replay of a decent piece of Madueke work. It was decent, but it wasn't great. He lets the ball go a bit late, to be honest. But oh, sloppy again down the right. Oh my God, Congo should have scored. Oh my God. I can't watch Marcus Rashford anymore. Oh, it's deflected off O'Reilly. Why? Who's watching us? Who's Johan Visser? He's run past somebody there. Is it Konza he's run past? I need another replay to see what happened. There's a good ball for Kane. Penalty! Oh, he said a dive. Well, let's see the replay. Let's see the replay. My gut feel in modern football, as long as if there's any contact, you get the pen, don't you? They'll review it. Nobody needs to panic. Nobody needs to do, they all crowd around the goalkeeper. Let's have a look. I think that would be a soft penalty, but let me see. Oh, he does get touched. Take it back. That's a pen. That's a Stonewall pen. He does the swan dive with the legs to exaggerate it, like all footballers do. But that is a penalty. He'll get asked to review that. He needs to tell that Congo player to go away who's chirping in his ear. Wow. That is crazy. That is crazy. That's a Stonewall penalty. And it's your keeper probably gets a card as well, which could affect something later on. So England will feel like everything's going against them at the moment. Like the world's coming in, yeah. They can't barely put 3 or 4 passes together. A lot of the decisions are going against them. They keep getting it on the counter. Like the game plan before. Let's just see what Declan does here. The game plan is probably wrong from when they've started. And it's really tough. Really tough when you're a footballer then because you're all looking at each other going, what the hell's going on? And this is where you need a big character to get hold of this football and just to get hold of everybody and try and pull you through for 10 or 15 minutes. It would help if Madueke wasn't acting like a total prat on the right-hand side, however. Six minutes added. Oh, I don't know, actually. When you see it, I tell you, that is a modern... That's a very modern one where you just... In modern football, if you get any touch, you get a penalty nowadays, don't you? And he has got a touch there. But, like, years ago, I'd have been going, just get on with it. But the problem is the inconsistency in it. When you see the dives that get given when there isn't a touch or whatever, but Thomas Tuchel will be furious after the match. Thomas Tuchel will be furious about that decision. That's an interesting way of looking at it. We've had that conversation in who was it? It was who's the bloody ref from Tranmere way? Oh, Mike Dean. Mike Dean had said that they used to support the refs, didn't they? There's the oh, what a save! Oh my life! Was that Bellingham? England should have been level regardless. That's a great save. It's a Bellingham header. Again, it's just a bit close to him, but Jed Spence's pace getting England out of trouble there. That was really... Oh, he's offside anyway. That was really good defending from Jed Spence there. Yeah, they all try and exaggerate it though, don't they? So that it makes it really obvious, rather than, or it makes an obvious decision really obvious. It makes a not obvious one obvious, and one you've got a bit of doubt for. It makes that it knocks them all up a level, doesn't it? So this is the problem when that's why they do the dives and the swan dives and get the legs out straight and scream. You'll hear the screams as well. If the mics are in the right place on a pitch, you'll hear that. England need to stop these attacks at source. They're letting people run too far with the ball. Got to stop that attack 15 yards up the pitch. There's a big switch of play on if Declan sees it. I'll tell you who else shouldn't come out is for the second half is Elliot Anderson. He's done nothing in this game. Been absolutely woeful. And that's a £130 million player, remember. He's about to go to Man City and he's been nothing in this game. Oh, that's terrible from Madueke. Dear me. The drop-off from Saka to Madueke is so big. Yeah, 130 million. Ooh. There's Anderson again. He's out the game. He's been taken out of the game because he's been sloppy and he's just jogging back. Honestly, he's a dreadful. He's this 130 million quid. Do me a favor. That's a great ball. Bellingham's drifted in. See how he ghosts in. That's the power of Bellingham. He can ghost into positions in the box. He's given that freedom, to be fair, so that helps. But look at the difference there. England on the attack. It was 3 players up against about 8 DR Congo players. So they're not transitioning quick enough, England. It's very difficult. You know, you need numerical advantage as well as quality. It's a poor ball from Madueke. Ooh, I'm not sure whether that was a corner, but what have we got? This is probably the England's last chance in this half to get anything. His delivery's been really poor so far, Declan Rice, and he is the best set-piece deliverer in the world. So, oh, the goalie saved again from Harry Kane. It's a brilliant corner. England have done really well. You cannot stop the game when the goalkeeper's gone down like that. Oh, he's blown for half time after all that. It's a brilliant save from Harry Kane. England do really well. They spin Harry Kane to the back stick. Brilliant volley. Goalkeeper saves it with his nether regions. And so there's the signs, right? You've had England really struggling for large periods, but despite all that, you've had 3 or 4 chances to get an equaliser, right? So that's the positives that you've got to take into the game. England are harassing the goalkeeper because they're trying to ask the question about the penalty. But the rest of that half for England was really poor. And it'll be fascinating to see what Anthony Barry says in his halftime interview because it's so sloppy. Look at the stats. Like the stats look really healthy. That's exactly what it was, Welsh Techie. But like before the game, what I was saying was like you're looking for signs of where where are this England side now? You need a benchmark, a level, so that we can understand where they are. And what that half exposed is exactly where England's weaknesses are, and exactly where the strengths are. So the strengths are in Kane and Bellingham. The weaknesses are pretty much everywhere else. But we need Saka. England need to find a solution on the other side because Rashford and Gordon, neither of them, I wouldn't give you 5 million for either of them. So England have got the potential to get through this game. And if they get through it, they'll wipe their brow and go, "Oh God, we got away with that one." The problem is, like, if you play it like this against Mexico in Mexico at whatever it is, 2,500 feet above sea level, you'll lose 2 or 3. You'll lose by 2 or 3 goals because obviously they're used to it, the home advantage. So, that's that's the challenge. Yeah, like don't get me, Congo are not rubbish, are they? They've got a bit of Premier League. What 5 or 6? I've got England sort of top flight or championship experience, so they're not mugs. But if you've got ambitions of winning the World Cup, right? Which, if you've been to the last 2 finals of major tournaments, then you should have ambitions of getting to win the World Cup. You you need to be much better structurally. I don't know what they're saying. I've turned it down. I don't know what they're going to say at halftime. Structurally, England look weak, and then you've got the attitude, the way that they're just jogging back and not bothered, and like Madueke on the first goal, Rashford on that chance that came later on. It's just sloppy. The distances are wrong. I think I'm not sure who's talking at the moment on the B, but it'll be different if you're in an international market. You might not be getting this, but they're just highlighting the fact that the distances between the players are not right. Yeah. So that comes because they're not used to playing with each other. I'm sure that goal comes about because England were not expecting the way that Congo have set up. It's just watching it. Like Alan Shearer blamed Jordan Pickford for that goal. As we say when we used to have to do a lot of the Patreon breakdown videos, on average 3 mistakes lead to a goal. Yeah. And I'm just looking at Noni Madueke, stood 15 yards up the pitch, waving his arms like this after the goal. And I'm like, well, you should have been there to help, mate. So don't wave your arms, move your legs, and get back and help. He's there. Look at him. He's like miles away. Miles away. So, like, between Pickford, Spence, and Madueke, you're like, well, one of you've got to be doing better there. I'm just trying to listen. See, Joe Hart will be doing some analysis now. Yeah, it's not brilliant from Pickford, if I'm honest. It's not brilliant from Pickford. Yeah. And well, Arthur has been ripped for conceding goals. We call it near side, but near or short side. I seem to remember. I can't remember what game it was, but I seem to remember. I remember the should we call it discourse over conceding goals on the near side. Listen, if it comes off the boot quick enough, then you concede a goal anywhere, any side. It doesn't matter where you are, but the problem comes when you get your hand on the ball. That makes people think, well, if you did something a bit quicker, you'd have been able to save it. But he's not. Excuse me while I cough my guts up. It's not just him. Spence has to do better. Madueke has to do better. You might even look at Elliot Anderson. If I had another overhead view, he was in and around. I'd like to see his run to see whether he could have been involved. They're just showing the pen again. Harry Kane gets the ball. I mean, that is a penalty. It's a modern day penalty. I think 98 times out of 100, that's given as a penalty. I think it'd be interesting. I don't know Thomas Tuchel's character, right? But in these modern stadiums, the referees have their own little room, so that's where they go at half time to have a rest and regroup. And it's quite common for them to be joined by managers, whether they want them or not. And it would be interesting to understand whether Tuchel is one of those that likes to go and have a chat at halftime, and how he likes to enter the room in said meeting. So does he kick the door in to speak to him, or does he knock nicely? Oh, yeah, Anthony Barry, hang on, let's just see. Got 45 minutes. Never a good thing. It can normally carry you into a state of shock. But actually, I think it's something that's released our guys. It's took the handbrake off. From there, we played a high-level game. We played. Oh, I've just seen a stat, by the way. Oh my God, England haven't won a World Cup match in which they conceded first since the 1966 final versus Germany, when they obviously won the World Cup. That was Anthony Barry just saying England need to keep playing in a balanced manner, not be gung ho, and just keep creating those chances. Is what he was saying. I just wonder, Ledge, whether there is an element of, isn't the law technically it has to be a clear and obvious error, right? So the VAR, his job isn't to say whether it's a penalty or not as such. It's to say, well, has the ref made a really obvious error? And they've obviously decided that it wasn't clear and obvious. We're guessing, aren't we? We're just trying to guess at what's gone on. But England have had other chances, so they could be level in this game if they'd have been a bit more ruthless. They'd have been level. That Bellingham one is a great chance. It's a really good header. The little flick header. I prefer to power it personally. I'd have gone the other side of the goal, but that's probably why I'm sat here, and that's why Jude Bellingham's on the pitch playing for England. I'll be fascinated to see if there's any subs. I personally would be making some. I think I would. If Saka's fit, which fit enough to play, I would have Saka on. I would probably. I'm just having a look. They've said they don't want to go gung ho, so I think you probably do something in midfield. I would probably try and get Eze or Rogers on the pitch, and I would sacrifice one of Rice or Anderson. So if Rice has got a knock or an injury, because there is chat that he's carrying something, then I would. The safer bet would be to bring Rogers on because he will work a bit harder than Eze. But that would be my first move before I went to a 2 up top formation. I would make that move. So Saka and Rogers is what I would do. But it was a modern day penalty, Ledge. That's any touch now, and even if it's with a fingertip, they give it, don't they? And I hate it, but that is the way that they are given. They're consistently given. Any little touch, you get a pen. So that's why England will be unhappy because another ref gives that. But just take that apart. You can't be so sloppy. Oh, let me stop my clock. Sorry, nobody reminded me. You can't be so sloppy and wasteful with the ball. You can't. Those distances have got to be right. That's communication. Yeah, you need to be talking. I didn't think I'd say this, but I'm sat here now wishing England had taken Harry Maguire to the World Cup because one, he's useful from set pieces, but secondly, that experience at the back when it's all going sideways would have been really useful. Now, just the more people you've got, just calm it down. This is how we deal with it. Yeah, maybe Liz, maybe. But England have still had other. So it's a bad. I know. I think it's a modern day penalty, and I don't think there's any doubt about it. However, England have got you. You can't. That can't be your only chance. You've got other chances to get back into the game. You've got to go and take it. Yeah. So Shearer's old school, isn't he? Rah rah rah. Got to work harder. Rah rah rah. Need to be better. Rah rah rah. Well, how are they got to be better, Al? This is why Alan Shearer's not a manager. Yeah. I will. I will just go and see if I can. Well, good reminder, Esteban. I'll go and. I have got a drink, but I'll just get a water just in case I need it. Go to your. Go and have your toilet break or whatever, everybody, and we'll come back in 2 minutes. All right. England are coming out. Congo are ready. I can't see any subs. Yeah, that is why they hired Tuchel. Josh, you're right. I'm just trying to start my clock at the right time. 2 seconds, 1 second. Yeah. Although, of course, they thought after this World Cup that they were getting Pep Guardiola. But it looks like England jumped a bit too early because they didn't think Pep was going to leave City, and then he did end up leaving City. So before the game, I said, "I'm looking. We're learning about England. We need to see, understand what are they, what is this England team now in a tournament." And when you watch this game, you go, "Well, they're just an also ran, aren't they?" When you look at France, England on the Congo on the attack here. England, I tell you, they're all over the place. England defensively. Oh, Harry Kane has bought he's bought a free kick there, but so it doesn't look like they've made any substitutions, which I'm not a fan of. I'm not a fan of the old go out. I'll give you 10 minutes, go and fix it. I'm not a fan of that BS. I'm like, just make a change and send a statement to the players to say that wasn't good enough. Pickford's very high. Right, so this is what I see Madueke. You need to see better from Madueke. So inconsistent. Alan Shearer's on the beeb telling us that England need to find a way. Well, your job, Alan, is to tell us what that way is because you are an ex-pro who has played in games like this. Quick, they don't switch the play quick enough for me. If you remember when Wrexham played Notts Forest, I know we won the game, right? There's a good ball from Madueke. That was better. I know we won the game, but Forest killed us because they switched the play so quick on Wrexham, we couldn't cope with it, right? That's what I'd like to see England do. Switch the play much quicker. That was a poor ball from Elliot Anderson again. Honestly, when a couple of players are getting on your nerves. John Stones, settle them down, says John. No, thank you. When a player's not having a great game and they start getting on your nerves because they just keep doing more and more wrong. I'm like Elliot Anderson and there's about 3 England players I could say who are a bit like that. Madueke and Anderson, maybe Rashford, but I don't particularly like Gordon as a replacement. That's the problem. Penny for the thoughts of Tuchel at half time. Would they have? Is he very calm in the dressing room, or has he thrown the teacups? See, O'Reilly's got the ball there. So that run, the first run is great. The problem is then he's boxed in. So there's 3 or 4 DR Congo players all around him. The only thing he can do is try and win a corner or a throw in. What England needs to be able to do is recycle that ball. So be able to. Oh, they're eyeing something here, England, at the end of the edge of the box. England needs to be better at turning back into the center of the park and recycling it and switch it to the other side. This ref's a wannabe Pierluigi Collina, by the way, isn't he? Here comes the in-swinger. Good ball. Whoa, well defended. Masuaku, I think it is, at the back post. Bellingham this time it is, who's done this. I'd like to see the earlier in the set piece. England's one creative set piece is a spin to the back post by a player. So it's We've seen it a couple of times in the World Cup from Kane. We've seen it once today from Bellingham. You need a short option now, really. It's not going to be. It's just an outswinger. And a player falls over, so the ref blows his whistle. It's just soft. Like, I mean, it's a farce, isn't it? These just like, yeah, he's pushing me. Yeah, well, that's what happens in a penalty box, mate. Get on with it, is what the ref needs to say. Poor from Rice again. I'm not sure whether they are trying to work something there because he's done it so many times now. Need to see a replay of the runs that's being played. That was poor from England. That was poor from England. They're in trouble here. Oh, well done, whoever that was. Gay. Go on. But look here, you're 3 on 5 or 6. It's not enough. Well done, Marcus Rashford. Terrible finisher. He is an absolutely hopeless footballer, isn't he? Honestly. How do you not hit the target there? Yeah, there's nothing in that tackle. That 50-50 tackle that Visser actually makes the foul and then decides he will roll around as well. How do you miss the short side there, Marcus Rashford? That's a professional footballer, honestly. England was so open on that counter before, by the way, though. Just seeing a replay. I mean, that's so bad. Okay, now. It's not even on. It's never on target. Honestly. This is a player who can't understand why Barcelona haven't bought him, by the way. Supposedly perplexed at the fact that they've not taken up the option on him. And instead they've gone and bought Anthony Gordon, who, you know. Oh, the Beeb have cut out. Oh, anything could be happening at the moment. Somebody's pulled the plug at the Beeb. England had a chance because the commentators are talking about it, but I couldn't tell you what it was. It sounds like the goalie's made some sort of save. Oh, that's terrible from Madueke. Get him off the pitch. I'm sorry. Get him off the pitch. Right, here we go. Bellingham. Deflected. Good save by the goalie. 2 good saves because because of the follow-up as well. He does well. He's lucky there because if the defender smacks him hard enough, you can break a bone there. Anthony Barry is waving England forward. He's right to, because there's not enough of them in the box. And there's Rashford with a dreadful header. Dreadful header. Let's have a look and see whether it's controllable. Yeah, he should be doing better there. I'm not sure what he's thinking, trying to head the ball. I mean, he's gone too early, basically. Rashford has. He's got too excited and he's gone too early. Just showing that Bellingham chance again. Keeper does well because he starts to go to his left where I think it was a cross really from Bellingham. Then it just gets the toe of a Congo player, sends him the other way, and he does well to get back the other way quick. Second balls. England are not winning second. That midfield needs a body. Offside again. They are they are not winning second balls. I'm staggered he hasn't got had subs ready to go now. Get that switch on quicker. Crisp passing, speed it up, get the switch on quicker. Madueke, you're not going to have too many more chances, I'm afraid, mate. You need to make sure you're a bit better than what you have been. Go and help him. Nonny. Spence. And Passy was born in Colwyn Bay, was he? Bloody hell. What a stat that is from Karen. What's his career path been? Just going to have a look. Paris Saint-Germain. Second team, Toulouse, second team. And they have... Yeah, wow. Who'd have thought it? Who knew? How old is he? 31. The thing is, you can't be too excited when somebody has one or two good games in a World Cup. Prior to the modern day scouting, many a player had a good game at a World Cup and got bought, and people thought they were going to be the best player ever, and it doesn't always happen. Where's the width? Where's the width? Just put a quality ball in. Dreadful pass again. Dreadful. Right. And then England do load the box, the central area, with three players, and Marcus Rashford, once again on his left foot, absolutely spoons one. Yeah. Thomas Tuchel could be in trouble here, the way this game has gone. Because there was already some murmurings pre-tournament about the selection of players. And if they lose this game, it's sort of Iceland level of loss, isn't it? It's it's a shock. And then you will add to the criticism of a poor performance against a side you should beat. They will add the fact that that there was selection question marks. I mean, why is Bukayo Saka not on this pitch? Oh, and there's Elliot Anderson again giving the ball away. I'm staggered. That and then Anderson's going to get booked probably. The refs played on. Just play on. Even that pass was crap. That wasn't a handball. Harry Kane's asking for a handball there on his switch of play. It's not a handball, I don't think. Let's have a look. And this is the tackle from Anderson. Yeah, that's a modern yellow card. He's got away with one there. Anderson off for Rodgers. Ask Declan Rice to sit deep. Get Saka on. England are just all the problems are made by England. Like just sloppy play, not working hard. They're walking. They're walking at times. You think, Saka and Gordon are ready. Thanks, John. I'm not. I'm saying I'm not an Anthony. Anthony Gordon might come on here and score a hat trick. He's not for me, Anthony Gordon. You can tell Saka's coming on because you can hear the crowd. This needs one more in midfield. That midfield is not doing enough. But he might give that 10 minutes. I guess he could give some width. He's going to give 10 minutes of new width. Then you maybe do something centrally. And then your final change is probably to try and get another attacker up the pitch, like a Watkins or a Tony or. So look at the difference. Look at Anthony Gordon there now. Just he's back already in a better shape. So that's what Barcelona have seen in Anthony Gordon, right? They like that, which is what they're willing to pay 80 million quid for that. Tuchel's absolutely ripped Spence at some point. They've just shown a replay of him. He's absolutely, and he was on at Spence in the last game. All game he was on at him. England, has anybody seen England win a second ball? Honestly, I can't remember us winning a second ball. Just watch the Congo attack. O'Reilly blocks it for a corner. Going to have an in-swinging corner from England's left, from Congo's right. I think the ref has hurried them up because they were taking too long. Oh, Nico O'Reilly, you lazy so-and-so. Tell you, watch that corner back. That is so lazy from Nico O'Reilly. Just watches and points and tells somebody else to go when he should have gone. Tell you what. Oh, I think Pickford's got it covered. But blimey. Gasp was an understatement, Karen. That's not explaining the that's not explaining the worry that there was from that. Bakayo. He's just fallen over there, the Congo player. Again, it's the same player before. Every time he gets touched, he's asking for fouls. It's like, just shut up and get on with it. Here's a sub for Congo. Some fresh legs. I think it's in midfield for Congo. So, have we seen a big improvement after half time? No. That tells me you've probably not changed enough. I think he wasted 10 minutes in not making the Saka substitution straight away. Oh, the ref's going to give a free kick there for a little coming together. Well defended by O'Reilly. It wasn't. I don't think it was much of a foul on Nico O'Reilly, but he defended well. Let's have a look. What have Wrexham women just announced? A friendly at the Rock, is it? Ooh, where are they warming up there? I'm not sure. There we go. There's the Sporting Jacksonville game has just been announced for Wrexham women. There's the friendly. Right. I mean, you can't grab the shirt. Why are you grabbing the shirt? You can't. You just can't grab the shirt now, can you? Darland, then. I'm not sure what Darland means. Dee, 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 dee. So what I said before the game was like, if you're looking for signs, so you're looking for 60 or 70 minutes of good football from England. Oh my lord, Saka, that's a terrible touch. There's the hydration break. You've had the opposite from England. You've had 67 minutes of pretty much disaster. England are sleepwalking to a Iceland level defeat here. Two weeks tomorrow, 16th of July. 16th of July. What day do I go away? Yeah, it's really the second half, Liz. The problem is the second half. What England had to do was come out bright, breezy, make chances, try and get the early goal, and put the doubt and the worry into the mind of Congo, and they've done the opposite of that. It's been way too easy for Congo to play. I would be going quite attacking now. I believe so. Yeah, Karen. I believe Bex is in every advert. I saw Forest had fired the manager. I read that this morning that it was a possibility, and apparently I've forgotten his name now. The ex-Palace manager is going there, Ledge. Oh, what's his name? Oh, I can't even remember what his name is. But anyway, the ex-Palace manager supposedly is is going to go to Forest. So as Eberechi Eze is on the pitch. Instead of Spence. So that's a Glasner, that's it. I don't know why I couldn't think of it. That's probably England to a 3 at the back. I suspect that's it. He's not. Is he going to play Declan Rice at right back? Declan Rice is just in that position at the moment. I wonder whether he was. He's asking Rice to go and invert at right back. So basically, he will defend as a right back, but then when he gets the ball, he'll drift internally. Yeah, he is. He'll drift internally to be a central midfielder. But from right back, he'll be in this position that he's in now more for him to cross, which he does to Kane. Doesn't come off for England because they defend it well. There's a better ball from Saka and corner for England. And that little around, so I'm on like 71 minutes and 20 seconds ish when that move started. That's the move that England now. That's the plan. That's the plan, is to get Rice in the wide areas and whip balls in. The problem is he has to swap. He's going to have to go and swap to take this in swinging corner. I want England to win swing every corner now. So forget Rice taking all of them. Get Saka on some. It's well defended. Let's get Eze's been pulled to the floor there. Yep. And Eze's been on a couple of games and not had an impact for England. He needs to come and grab this by the horns, as it were. Just update that for the kit perspective. Get out of each other's way. I'm staggered Elliot Anderson still on this pitch. That's poor again. That Bellingham. That's poor. More substitutes for DRC. Right. So we haven't had any. Nico O'Reilly's on the ball now. I'm just like, when Man City get much more from O'Reilly than England do, so you'd have to question whether he's going to be the right left back in future, because his what we call the box crashing ability has been non-existent, really. England just trying to turn the taps a bit. Kane, goal! There it is. Harry Kane. Good lad. Now, has that broken the will and the spirit of Congo? Let's have a look. It was Anthony Gordon's cross, I think. It was good. It was Eze. You see, I told you, Eze into Rice. Rice digs out across to the back post. Anthony Gordon, decent touch. Good cross. Harry Kane, absolutely terrible goalkeeping. 1-1. Terrible goalkeeping. Oh, dear me. Ex-Wrexham player Anthony Barry is off the bench for England. Look at him wearing that England shirt with pride. Off the bench, screaming, jumping up and down. Some changes for the Congo. So now let's see what England do for what 70 20 minutes. There's going to be 5 minutes in there. Right? Are you brave? Can you put a good 20 minutes together to build on if you get through? Do you go back? Do you sit back? Are you still looking open? You know, we're looking for signs. Wow, big goal. Big goal for Harry. Let's see if they move the ball around a bit better. What are England trying to do now? Are they trying to draw Congo out? Or are they? So Congo are not high pressing on this instance. They are now sat very much so in a bit more of a traditional couple of lines. Here's Anthony Gordon, who tries to run through a player rather than running into space. It's amazing how often that happens. There's Pickford. That is the one element that Pickford's best does decent at, is he's out off his line quick. And more often than not, he makes that decision right. Not always, but more often than not. Mm. Nico O'Reilly does well there. Again, though, he's such a big, he's 6'3", 6'4". For Man City, he scores headers galore inverting. For England, he doesn't barely looks like he ever gets into the box. Put a good ball in Bukayo. It's a bit deep, but it was all right. It was just a bit too deep for where I'd have liked it. I'd like that. Elliot Anderson shoots onto the roof of the net. Just a little bit better for England. Not again, Elliot Anderson. I'm not loving in this England side. I think I personally would pick Wharton, but I think England might end up playing Declan Rice at right back in this tournament. I don't know. I just don't know what you do. Saka's been nursing that. I think it's an Achilles injury, so that's why he's not been starting. I don't like Anthony Gordon going forward, but coming back from a defensive perspective, the difference between him and Marcus Rashford is night and day. But he's terrible going forward. Like he's just like, what's he doing there? Like tries to run through people. Like he's got a lot of pace, run into space. This is what England want. They need Saka in this position with the option to play back to Rice if he needs to, which he does, but the cross is dealt with by Congo. That's a much more threatening right-hand side for England now. O'Reilly is offering no help to Gordon because he's 10 yards inside rather than a natural left wide player would run around the outside of Gordon. Oh, Bellingham took too long with that. By the way, there's a good decent ball. I think England need the extra 30 minutes training match, John, to be honest. I'm all right with that foul. Just carry on. Gordon was fouled then, but I'm all right with that. Just carry on. England, it's hard. I think the threat for England now is the right side. You've got Eze playing in what they call the half space. So you've got an Arsenal right side now, and it's showing as Saka gets the touchline. Good ball. Oh, it just doesn't fall after an O'Reilly header. You got to watch Wissa on the counter. Oh, that's a terrible ball. Who hit that ball? That's dreadful. I'm sat here just trying to. I'm just wondering whether I would sacrifice Jude Bellingham at this point. And if I did, what would I do? Do you just go Morgan Rogers and try and win it in the next 10 minutes? But that's very attacking. Or do you go like Ollie Watkins? Do you go Ivan Toney and just put some crosses in? Like they've looked quite comfortable dealing with crosses so far. So I think you probably need to be a bit cuter around the edge of the box. So you probably go Watkins or Morgan Rogers for Bellingham. Declan Rice is an absolute monster. Look at him. There is no options for some of these England players when they get on the attack. Saka's having to do this on his own. He's looking for a foul now because he's got no option. And again, Gordon's too narrow at that point. Oh, it's so frustrating. Can't just keep running players into the ground. That's the problem. Have to let them rest. Have to manage your squad. That's the best piece. That's the best thing Elliot Anderson's done all game. That is superb play, and then Harry Kane fluffs it up. Unbelievable. Go again. Oh, that was dreadful. Oh. John Terry is there. I don't recognise the people who are behind him or the person sat next to him, to be honest. This is where England have to be careful. You got a 3-on-3 basically here. How quick did come on, let me see the pitch. So Pickford didn't distribute it quickly, so they weren't desperate to counter. There's a ball. There's a ball to Jude. Should have crossed it. Terrible decision. It's Harry Kane. Oh, what a goal! Harry Kane! Get in! What a player. What a player. Now you can see him. You can see him having a chat now on the bench because now they've got to think about how do we deal. What do we do now? Do we sit back a bit? Do we keep going? What do we do? How do we balance out? This last 10 minutes. It's a great ball to Bellingham, who'd made a brilliant run. That's a poor effort. He should have squared that ball. That was really poor from Bellingham. That's a great ball from Gordon. And Harry Kane just smashes it into the top of the net. Boom. And that's your patience, folks. That's why you have to keep patient for 90 minutes. Not... That's Harry. I don't know what Harry Kane's saying there, but it reminds me of Ollie Palmer saying, "Are you not entertained?" When Wrexham were going through a period of playing absolutely dreadful football, but managing to win because we had the best players all the time. It reminds me a little bit of that. Yeah, there was a pass to somebody on the right side, John. If they show the replay later on from Jude, there was a pass to the back stick. I'm going to assume it was Eze. It was who was on the back post. And he didn't take it. He seemed to take the shot rather than cut it back, and that was a little bit, you know. Oh, Anthony Gordon, what are you doing? He might work hard and put the odd good pass in, but generally he's really like not an £80 million footballer. That was good from Eze. Right. Now you've got somebody on the pitch who can play in tight spaces. It's a poor ball to Bellingham, though. You wish, John. What's he on now? He's on about 400,000-500,000 a week, Harry Kane, isn't he? So they're just trying to get some fresh legs on Congo. Just trying to get some fresh legs. It's this is one of those games where you're like, I think England have played. This is more a case of England bringing problems on themselves than Congo being particularly brilliant. Largely, it's England, but at least they came out and had a go, haven't they? Flipping it, they've had a go. This period now, this next 5 minutes is what you do rondos in training for. This is what it's all about, being able to keep the ball now. You can hit that, Harry, if you want. Yeah, it's all right. Smashed it over the bar. In theory, it allows you to set back up, get everybody back in position. Six minutes of additional time again. England have got to be careful here, though. Anthony Gordon gives away a free kick there just because he's lazy. England can't, you can't start to think this game's over now. You have to double down on your concentration. You need all those leaders talking. I want to see Pickford organising, which he's doing. In comes John Stones. For an attacking player, it'll probably, who is it? Is it Bellingham? Oh, it's Rice. Yeah. He's been sensational. Not sure where he'll play. He won't play Stones right back, I wouldn't have thought. I think he'll move somebody else out there, but he's moved Konza out there, I think he has. So he's got Stones and Gay in the centre, Konza to the right, O'Reilly still on the left. It's flown off his boot at, what did it get up to? 95 kilometres an hour. It's just a perfect hit from Kane. Yeah, give a free kick. Konza was lucky there. He was... he's not quick, Ezri Konza, and he got outrun there. Big 3 or 4 minutes. That's actually a foul. He has given it as well. That's unusual. That was a foul on Harry Kane. Sloppy one from Congo. Tired. It's a great goal from Harry Kane. Oh, That move is basically something a centre forward does every day in training with just practicing finishing in and around the edge of the 18-yard box. Anderson is running into corners here. That's pretty poor, that, to be honest. That ball went out 10 yards further down the pitch. Give a foul there if you need to. O'Reilly doesn't. England are just trying to control the space. Konza does well. Just wonder at what point Bukayo Saka has to start. I mean, it's got to be against Mexico. You can't go into that game with Madueke. I think he'll start Saka, and I think he'll start Gordon again in the next game. because I think he'll have seen Rashford not doing enough and going, I can't be having that again. We need to be careful. They've given away a soft foul there. Bellingham's given away a soft foul. Just think you can get back in position and get that ball. Bellingham saying it was a shoulder barge, but I tell you what, it's not a shoulder barge. It's in the back, and he knows exactly what he's doing, which is why he quickly turns round and starts padding his arm to try and convince the ref that it was a 50-50. It actually wasn't. And on another day, if that was anywhere else on the pitch, you get a yellow card for that. I would have thought it would be Johan Wissa to hit it. England have got to be organised, and you've got to be brave here. I'm afraid you have to take it to the face. You have to take it to wherever it hits you. You just have to stop that ball. Decent effort from Visser, but nothing. Nothing that's ever going to trouble Pickford. It's very straight, so it's never in a corner. I always thought Visser was left-footed. To be honest, I'm not sure how I've missed this fact. Oh, there's the full-time whistle. Why the refs wait for the goalkeepers to take a goal kick? Just blow the bloody whistle. So there you go. England make history in the fact that they haven't won a game since 1966, since being behind. So we'll have a bit of that. It's Mexico. Mexico next in the early hours of Sunday morning. I hope we're all ready for that. Are we? Do we get up? Do we stream that? Oh my life! I'll tell you this though. If England play like that against Mexico, I think Mexico will beat them. And I think Thomas Tuchel has got some issues to sort out with the players he's got. The players he's got available and the injuries he's got at right back, for instance. He's got some challenges. He's got some challenges. No problem, Karen. No, we appreciate everybody coming and spending some time with our little merry band. I noticed a lot of the Welsh people disappeared when Harry Kane scored the second goal. People like Welsh Techie have gone into hiding. Dear. Yeah, it was a good effort by DRC. Very good effort. I would love to know, Ruby, if England were expecting that or not, because it played out like they weren't expecting them to be so front-footed, etc. But I would love to have seen the England game planning and and understood what was going on. But this isn't an England side, I don't think. From what we've seen in the game so far, apart from a little spell against Croatia, this isn't an England side that you think will go deep in this tournament. I think Tuchel's got some work to do ready for the Euros. I think he's going to need to get out of this tournament and then revisit some of the players that he's picked, and we'll have a look. But let's see. I think they've got maybe one more win in them, England. I don't think they'll win much more after that. I think if you play like that, they'll lose to Mexico. But at best, I think they've got one more win in them. personally. But let's see. Right, folks, go and enjoy your evening. If there is a later game, I can't remember who's playing. Is it 10 o'clock-ish? Let me have a look. That that Wales game against Germany, by the way, that'll be on. If you're in the UK, that'll be on like the BBC Red Button, I think. So if you want to watch that game, that will be on in the background. It says it's on YouTube as well, so there is a chance that you might catch that there. But we've got a 9 o'clock game, Belgium Senegal. Tell you what, Senegal. If Senegal play well, they might nick that. That might be a bit of an upset because this is not a prime time Belgium side, and Belgium are 9th in the world rankings, and Senegal are 15th. So they're two quite evenly matched sides already. And I think if Senegal can get their act together, they might nick that game. They might nick it. So yeah. No, thanks to all of you. Really appreciate you keeping me company. And yeah, don't forget we'll be podcasting with Dell tomorrow, with Richie on Friday, and we'll squeeze in some ad hoc streams here and there to watch the football. But that'll be a decent game. Belgium Senegal, there's lots of ex-prem in the Belgium side, but I tell you, Senegal are these African sides like Senegal, Morocco. They're really good sides, so don't be surprised if Senegal do something there. Right. Thanks, everybody. See you on the next one.